Are you looking for butterfly wings for your daughter? We got a package in the mail here from Amazon because we ordered some for our neighbors for their birthday. Our daughter's having a birthday. And our daughter liked this whenever she was younger, and she still likes them, so we decided to get some for her. So we're gonna see what exactly my wife got here. She got 2 sets. So these are the butterfly wings. They have like the elastic straps and you put them on and it makes wings on your back. And so we have this one right here. If you guys want to check these out too, I'll link them up down in the description below. This looks like a monarch butterfly. Yeah, it's got like this see-through material through it. And then it's got the elastic right here, the elastic bands, one for each armhole. And it looks like it's sewn together and put together fairly nicely, I gotta say. I don't see if you guys can see that. Yeah, y'all can kind of see that right there. So they just kind of made this cross pattern right here to be able to do that. And then the rest of it, I mean, it's pretty seamless. The pattern on it actually looks quite legit. This is the outside of it. This is the inside of it. So I'm noticing that the outside is a little bit brighter. The orange and the blacks show up a little bit more. It's a little more muted on this side. These you put on the your back, and then on the edge here you have another little elastic right here that you put around your finger. That way, whenever it's on your back and you move your arms, the butterfly wings flap around. So that's super cool. I know that our daughter has something very similar to this. It's not the monarch one, it's a different one. It's more like turquoise and bluish. And she still to this day, being 9 years old, still wears that. She actually recently discovered it in her dress up pile. So she's been enjoying that. And then we also got this other set right here. And this one, my wife wanted to get her something that had more than just the wing. She wanted like the antenna and all the other things that come with it. So this one's supposed to have a little bit more. First of all, we have the wings right here. This would be great for Halloween if your daughter wants to be a butterfly for Halloween. This is the perfect little dress up costume that you can get for that. Let's see, this one's looks like more of a purple or a violet. Noticing, oh, the straps here are a little bit different. They're actually off to the side, so you wear it, looks like almost, it's like there's 2 holes there. I don't quite get that. I thought maybe you pull it and it becomes shorter or smaller, but maybe I guess if you have a larger child and a smaller child, but they give you 2 on either side as opposed to just the one in the middle like the other one there. Also, the elastics on this one are definitely not as thick. Look, let me take out this other one again so we can do a comparison here, because this is a big deal. Look how thick this one is. That ain't going anywhere. Look how thin this one is. That might break. I don't know. This one does look to be like woven or stitched, woven closer together, so it may actually have a little bit better hold. This one right here, I can actually see through the elastics right there. I don't know if you guys can tell that or not in the camera, but this is definitely, although it's not as thick, it seems to be closer together. Looking at the pattern here, this is what it looks like right there. Wingspan, I didn't even do that. Wingspan, this is a good 4-foot wingspan right there. And of course it's got the elastics on the edge here too for the finger holds, or these are big enough that you could put it around the child's wrist as well if they didn't want to have it around their fingers. So that's really super cool. On the inside of it, it's definitely a lot more muted than the Monarch one was. And I'm also noticing that where they had to sew on the elastics in the middle of the wing, you can see a little bit of string going through there. So it's not double lined. If it was double lined, they could have put the elastic stitching on the interior lining. That way the outside of this would be a nice, it wouldn't have the stitching right there. It'd be nice and flat and plain, which I think would look a little bit better. And that's kind of another thing that I like about this one, is that it's all just done right here on the black part at the top, and there's nothing interfering with the interior part of the butterfly costume there. But let's get into the other parts of this particular butterfly wings. You get the antenna, which these are actually a little more legit than I thought they would be. My wife was like, oh, I want to get something with some antenna or whatever, and I was like, okay, that's just like pipe cleaners or whatever. But these are actually fairly thick. They look like they're woven well, and they have some kind of wire in there so you can shape it how you want it, which is super cool. Put it on for you guys so you guys can get an idea for how tall it is. And of course you can make it taller by doing this, or you can bring them down. You know, you can kind of play with them. I think the child would have fun playing with those types of things. So that's super cool. Seems to actually be pretty sturdy, pretty well sewn. This is like some felt type of material, like a really thick felt that they just double backed right there. So it looks pretty nice. As far as attaching it to the headband, it's really hard to tell because I believe the headband has some kind of felt on top of it. So I don't know if it's glued in there or what. It feels like, is that a staple? I can feel something hard, and the hard, it comes all the way through to right there. Whenever I had it on my head, I didn't notice it. Yeah, I don't notice it whenever it's on my head, probably because our hair kind of adds a little bit of a buffer zone, but you can definitely feel like two little things right there. Then the last thing that comes a part of this kit is this. This one is a little mask that you can put on to kind of complete the costume. So if you're doing something like for Halloween, I think I would recommend the purple one just because you get the extra accessories with it, especially with the mask and the antenna and everything. But if the kids just want to play dress up and they just want to have like one thing to keep in the closet, you know, these things are going to get broken and lost. So if they just want something for dress up, I'd probably do something more of the monarch butterfly. And I also think that this is actually a little bit of an educational experience because you can teach them about the patterns of monarchs and how most of them are orange and all that type of stuff. So there's a little bit of a science lesson that you can give them there. I guess, I don't know if this is a legit pattern for a certain kind of butterfly or not. Maybe you guys can let me know, but this is super cool. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked up down below. If you guys want to see some of the other costumes that our kids have worn for Halloween, I'm going to put those right there on the screen. You guys go and click that video, or YouTube thinks that this is the best video for you. Click one of those two videos. I'll see y'all in those videos. Thank you guys for watching, and Dad out.